Today we're talking to Erica Fine with College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving, a single female owner. It's amazing in a men's world because moving is pretty much a man's world, right? So, hi, Erica. How are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Well, talk to us about why you got started in this industry and, what happened.
Yes. How did I get here? I grew up in a family business. So I just always had this DNA entrepreneurial spirit where eventually I would run my own business. And it was one of those things where I took the normal path. I went to college, I worked for corporate America, but I always had in the back of my mind, I will own my own business someday. So I didn't have an original idea, and I found the concept of franchising. I was traveling for work actually on my way to London, and there's all these magazines at an airport. And I thought, okay, I can execute a plan if someone else has the original concept. So I got this idea that franchising was for me, but I kept waiting till the perfect moment to open a business. And I eventually realized, especially as a single mom with little kids, there is no perfect moment. That's not how the world works. And so you just have to go for it. You have to go for it when you have the energy to do it. So back in 2022 is when I opened this franchise. And why College Hunks? Why moving? Like I said, I was looking at franchising, and I just found this brand on multiple websites, high ratings. It's really simple business model, one truck, one level of profit. You multiply that by how many trucks, there's your profit. So the concept made sense. And then I thought, if I could do a great quality customer service side on moving and junk removal, that's where I can be of value. And I just started researching the brand, and I fell in love. Their core values, fun, safe, winning team, and building leaders as a parent with little kids. So that's how I live my life anyway, just trying to build up my children. So it's somewhat of a parenting mindset, but I fell in love with the brand. And then when I found it, I couldn't look anywhere else. Nothing else was going to measure up. So that's how I decided to take the leap.
Okay, so talk to us about the expansion. I mean, when I met you, you were like in one location, you were talking about expanding. And since then, over a year, it's been crazy. And now you're moving into downtown Chicago. Talk to us about that. That's awesome.
Yes, I'm definitely an aggressive owner. I've expanded faster than I thought I would, but for all the right reasons. So I started with Arlington Heights as the center of my first zone, and immediately had 90 plus net promoter scores, delivering great quality rates, completion rates. The clients loved our service. They kept coming back, and I became eligible for my first expansion, which I thought was going to be my only expansion actually. November of 2023, I expanded from this northwest pocket of Cook County, from Des Plaines up to Palatine to Schaumburg, and I started going into the Junction for my first expansion. And over the summer, things got busy this past summer, and now in the last few months, I've had both the owner of the Lombard location that had been there 5 years. They were semi-retired when they opened it. They wanted to sail off into the sunset and fully retire. And then I'm about to expand into the downtown Chicago franchise, which is an 8-year-old franchise. And that owner is ready to retire onto Florida, and both called me and gave me the first chance to buy their businesses. And so I found a way to do it. So in August, I expanded to cover all of DuPage County. And then in the next couple of weeks, I'll be covering almost all of Cook County and almost all of DuPage County. And my franchise has we are almost at 1,000 Google reviews at 4.9 stars. So, for a moving company, for a junk removal service, it is hard. It's hard to be 5 stars, let alone 4.9 stars. So I'm really proud of not only growing and expanding, but in a way where we're delivering really great customer service to just more people in Chicagoland.
Right. And you've expanded by 100%, you said?
Yes, year over year, 100%.
Awesome. Love that. So what advice do you have for people? What is your advice for business owners, female entrepreneurs?
So if you're thinking about starting a business, my advice is go for it. Absolutely. Don't wait until the perfect moment, because there really will never be one. I'm having so much fun doing this. I wish I would have done it sooner. And that's not to say it wasn't hard. It was very, very hard and scary and challenging. And can I do this? But I'm so glad that I did. And so that's my first piece of advice. If you are passionate about going out on your own, just do it. find a way, and your passion will drive you to success. It truly will. And then being in the moving industry, there aren't a lot of women in this industry at all. Now, there are quite a few franchise owners for College Hunks, but not so many solo franchise owners like myself. And what I have found for moving and junk removal and situations like this that can be really, really stressful. It's also a very personal experience, right? You're moving your belongings. Those things are important to you. And, a college hunk may not fully appreciate how important those things are to you. So I'm able to bring my femininity and embrace how important customer service and hand holding and being patient and spending as much time needed on the phone and taking as many phone calls as possible that you need, right? That the client needs to feel comfortable. I know that that's my secret sauce for this franchise because I bring that feminine energy that, sometimes my guys are like, oh, you're like a mom to us. Well, thank you. I am a mom. But I think it matters. It matters for morale. And I really think it matters. It makes a difference in moving and junk removal because I can make sure we're doing the right thing. Whereas some owners out there, the industry doesn't really have the best reputation. If they damage something, would they even be willing to fix it? And my mindset is do the right thing, build a long-term business so that clients want to come back. I can't promise there's never going to be damage, but if there is damage, I'm going to try to do the right thing and make it right. I was nominated and won the Daily Herald Suburban Business Influential Women in Business. So they pick 10 business leaders per year. And so I was honored to win the 2024 award. So
congratulations.
thanks.